Great team win. Great team win. Tremendous amount of energy, focus. One of those games that you look for. All our guys did a great job embracing the challenge, playing in a place that we've had some struggles in. I thought we made shots, we made plays. Maury came off the bench, was tough. Boogie Coleman did a great job rebounding because that was one of the things I kind of challenged him on as a guard. You still can rebound the basketball. I think he's a good facilitator, and he did that. Take what the offense presents itself. And I thought Kobe had a tough challenge tonight with the big fella, physical guy. I thought he did a great job really moving his feet, contesting shots without fouling. Also been assertive on the offensive side of the ball. So, again, a great, great team win.
Lila, go ahead.
Hey, Cuonzo, you've talked, throughout the year about wanting guys to, drive more and be more aggressive in the paint instead of kind of settling for shots. What did you like about, how they, did that tonight and, only taking 7 threes?
Well, we've taken, I think, 18 threes in the last 2 games. And it's not a case of me saying don't shoot the three, but just be assertive, be aggressive, put pressure on the defense. When the three-point shot presents itself, be ready to take the shot. If you can drive the ball, you can play in spacing. You have angle to score, get to the rim, put pressure on the defense. But also it helps us with our defense, with our focus, because the three-point shot for us, as we were growing into whatever team we were trying to grow into, I thought it was an easy shot. Let's just let me shoot this shot as opposed to doing the next thing. The next thing is sometimes a hard thing. Like I talk about, we call it one more. So it's one more pass, one more spacing to get away, one more hard drive, one more hard cut for the next guy. Then you get the best shot. And it doesn't always work out like that, but I think we've certainly been growing into that.
Ben?
Cuonzo, you mentioned the sharpness. Is there anything that you felt like led to that? And is there anything else from this trip that you feel like we can take that on the road again?
Just every day, continue to get better. Again, when you look at tough losses, growing into whatever you're growing into, you have some tough losses. It's hard to see. That's what I've been saying for the past 3 or 4 weeks, consistency and focus. If we can maintain those two, we'll be okay. But as we continue to grow and get better, as guys continue to condition their bodies, we continue to tighten up our bench. We understand the rotations, playing together. Again, it's not an easy thing, but it's not an excuse. You got to find a way. And I think we've grown the better we become as a defense, the better we'll become as a team. Because the offense is a part to take care of itself. I just think this is probably my first time in coaching where I've had a team that really didn't have a defensive DNA, just because there's so many new guys. It's understanding we have to do this in order for us to be successful. So we've taken some painful lumps to understand, and hopefully those tough blowout 20, 30-point games are long gone.
Mitch?
Following up on that, Cuonzo, about the defense, I mean, what do you feel like clicked on that end tonight? What did you feel like y'all did well?
Oh, just pride, just personal pride. After a while, same stuff I've been saying. I mean, I've always preached defense, so that part is understood. But sometimes you have to go through it. Not that you want to go through, but you think it's easier than what you thought. And I go back to my granny used to always say, that's wet paint over there, but you still go touch it and see if it's wet paint. So sometimes you got to go through painful lessons. I'm telling those guys, it'll be totally different November, December. You got to be prepared. You got to prepare yourself, prepare your body, your focus. You got to be tough. You got to really get after each other and practice. Not as if you're fighting, but you got to get to that level in the practice. That way you duplicate game speed and game situations. If not, it'll be a fight for us. Now, again, we've had probably one of the best schedules in the country with 10 new guys. They continue to get better. It's hard when you have some tough losses, but I give them a lot of credit because they come back and let's keep going, let's keep getting better. And I don't dwell a lot on it, whether it's a 30, 40-point loss or 1-point loss. I mean, a loss is a pain to me. I don't understand all the other stuff. The pain is the pain.
Andrew?
Hey, Coach, just how satisfying is it to get a 25-point win after some of those road woes that you guys have had earlier in the year?
It feels good. I'm happy for the guys. I mean, it's showing them what we can become. We have to continue to play hard, continue to grow, continue to get better. And again, Ole Miss is a very talented team. They have some key guys out. I've never been a guy to take that part for granted because we've had our share of those. But I just thought the way we played with edge, sometimes you can get relaxed. I thought we just kept coming. We kept getting better. They made some plays. They made some runs. The crowd energy got behind them. Just stay locked in and just trying to get wins because, again, like I said, our guys, let's give ourselves the best chance to see what we can become. And that means you got to be all in. You got to be consumed with whatever it is for us to be successful.
Anthony,
Cuonzo, can you talk a little bit more about Amari's performance tonight, especially for a guy who's been a little bit inconsistent? Kind of what does this kind of do for him going forward?
Well, he has probably just at this level, he has a quick first step. He's strong going left. You can cut off his left hand. He's still going left. I mean, he's quick with it. He can shoot. He can shoot the pull up. He's one of the better his mid-range game of guys that I've coached and been around, similar to Josh Richardson. And those guys can shoot. Now, Josh can go left and right with his mid-range. I mean, Mari's strong going left. He can pull up quick on you, and he gets it up. And he knows how to finish going left. I just think for him, staying aggressive, it's us putting him in position offensively so he can be aggressive, so he can be in attack mode. And but his pull-up game is tough.
Dave,
Yeah, that mid-range game is what Coach Darner always said was really special about him. We've seen it in spurts this year, but just how unique is it? So many guys just want to shoot from three, and that's obviously not his game.
He's one of those guys, he will shoot a three if he's wide open. But if you see that ball swinging, he'll be right inside that three-point line. And that's, like the old coaches, they would always say that shot right inside the three-point line, that's a bad shot just right there. That's a great shot for him because that's his three-point shot. And if you don't have that, then he's going to one dribble pull up you. So for he can make that shot, and we'll take that from him any day of the week.
Ben,
Cuonzo, Trevin Brazil, I feel like we see at least one eye-popping play from him a game. Saw it again on that block that started the fast break tonight. What have you seen from him so far, and what do you want to keep seeing from him as he develops?
Oh, he continues to grow. He had a couple of turnovers. I think he had 4 turnovers tonight. Again, that's uncharacteristic of him because he doesn't really have the ball that much on the perimeter, but he is a good ball handler. But they pressure him a little bit. He got a couple knock loose, but he blocks shots. The one thing I said to him, make a play at every ball, make a play at the rim on every ball. And then what happens, all of a sudden guys start looking for him. That's an advantage. Even if he doesn't block the shot, they're looking for him. And our guys have to know you have to, when he goes and make a play on a shot, you got to cover for him on the backside because we need him to make plays on that ball. But he continues to grow. You see he can make the three-point shot. And I think the next step with continued strength, he'll be one of those guys that play around the physical brand around the rim, especially when smaller guys switch on him. Then he's probably a guy that's almost impossible to guard when you get that part.
Chris,
Cuonzo, you mentioned the focus a little bit more tonight. What was different with the focus tonight compared to Saturday, and how much did that help kind of do things like win the rebounding battles as well as you did?
Well, I don't think they go into games not focused. I just say, and I say the two words together, consistency and focus. It has to be from start to finish. That's whether you're making shots, making plays or not. But if you have those two things, we give ourselves the best chance to win games. And I thought they had that. I mean, I thought Caleb came in and gave us big minutes. I'm not even sure he scored, but I thought he gave us big minutes, facilitate moving the ball, blocking out, taking pride on defense. But no, the consistency to do what we do, and then the focus from start to finish of games, and not allow, you get a lead like A&M, you allow yourself to settle, so they make plays. You can't bounce back. You get a lead here, they maybe cut it to 10. In the same play we just told Mari coming out of the huddle, they about to run this play, and they ran, they got a 3-ball. We have to be prepared for that. We got to be locked and loaded at all times, and that's the continued growth of a team.
Anthony,
Cuonzo, we haven't seen a whole lot of Anton Brookshire these past few games. Is there any particular reason for that? Anything you want to see more from him, or what's
Just to
that?
keep growing and get better. Continue to grow and get better. That's all. He's a talented young player. Just continue to grow, get better. Continue to strengthen his body from a physical standpoint, and that'll come with time.
Lila,
Kermit Davis used up all of his timeouts in the first half. I mean, is that kind of, satisfying as a coach to kind of see that you're rattling, the other team in that way where they have to do something like that so early in the game?
There have been many times I should have used mine. I'm telling you, we didn't probably have 4 games like that. I should have used them up. But again, he's a heck of a coach, and you try to give yourself, the team, the best chance to win games. I respect his ability to coach the game.
Dave,
Cuonzo, you guys have been so reliant on Kobe to score for you this year. How nice was it for stretches there that, he finished with 15 or so, but you didn't really need him to be the guy. All that load wasn't on his shoulders. A little bit unique for you guys.
Exactly. I think the better we move the ball on offense. We talk about getting the ball from one side of the floor to the other. The better we are moving the ball, facilitating, driving the ball, guys ready to shoot the ball, next drive. And Kobe just become, of course, he's our guy, but he's one of the guys now. And not as opposed to every time now we're pressing to get him the ball. But he's a unique player. And you look at guys like Draymond Green, those guys, it's hard for big guys to defend them. It's hard for smaller guys to defend them. So you got to take advantage of them. So, and again, I put him in that category like Jonte Porter. It's not so much as how many points he scores, it's all the production. He doesn't block the shots at that level, but he facilitates off the dribble better. So you just need him to be assertive. And when he's not in foul trouble and he's assertive, then those other guys are able to get shots and eat because of his production.
Last question, Chris.
Cuonzo, I mean, Kermit did and Ole Miss did kind of cut in the lead a couple of times there, especially in the second half, down the stretch after the 8-minute mark. What did you see from your team that allowed you to kind of push forward, go on that 15-2 run to just basically seal the game off?
Just settle in and stay locked in. Maybe a lineup adjustment here. Just settle in, allow the game to continue to flow. Do what we do best. Let's take advantage of matchups, get the ball down here, put pressure on the defense, and especially when they have roughing out with 4 fouls, drive the ball, force them to play defense and make the next play.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.